are back and live on Spaces to talk about Smackdown and Halloween Havoc. There's George. How you doing, buddy? Good. I'm going to make you a co-host, too, in case my internet decides to be stupid. And hopefully this records well. Like, I don't know if anybody noticed, but we didn't put the last one up on YouTube because the two different services that I used to download Spaces, there was something wrong with the file or something, and could not figure it out and couldn't download it, so I couldn't get the audio to put on our channel.
That was our good review, too.
Yeah, I mean, it is available still through if you go on my X account with it, but yeah, no, that was the weirdest thing that's never happened before. Even with, like, we did, what was it, like the Bound for
5
Glory
hours?
one? That was Slammiversary. Slammiversary was the one that was 5. Bound for Glory was like 4 and change, and even what we do, Heat Wave, that one was like 3. But yeah, those are fine. And then it wasn't like last week was anything major. It was the regular, normal shit that we do. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, it just happens.
Yeah,
It
right.
happens.
That's the thing. It's like, if it's a one-time thing, I guess it was like 30 of them that we've done, I can live with that. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine. But yeah, if it's a continuous issue, we'll figure it out. I'm also using, admittedly, free services. I'm not paying for it. Our channel hasn't monetized yet, so until we get to that point, oh man. How you doing though? Anything
good? Buffalo won.
Nice. Yeah, no.
Big win.
Tottenham won this morning. I was excited about that. And even better, the game was at 9:30 a.m. for me. I could watch it like normal and live and awake as opposed to 6 or 4:30 sometimes. Yeah, I saw the Buffalo score early, but I didn't pay much attention beyond that because I kind of cut my cousin's in town from New Jersey, so we were hanging out with her for a bit.
I kind of like having YouTube on the phone too. It helps.
Oh yeah, no, that's
YouTube
definitely
TV
nice.
on my phone, which I forgot I even had on there.
Oh right, because you have YouTube TV, so you watch it. I mean, well, that makes sense though, because that's where Sunday Ticket is now, just completely, right? Like there's no other.
Yep.
It's an exclusive thing, right? That's what I thought, because I know. I mean, forever it was DirecTV, and I mean that's their big. I mean, at this point, like we've talked about, even with wrestling or anything on television, live is where it's at. Live is what matters. You know what I mean? Live is the important part. Like,
yeah, I think I saved $10 going from DirecTV to YouTube.
All right.
Still $400.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's
for people outside their market like me, it works.
Right. I was just going to say
the Bill game wasn't on down here at all. So yeah,
no, I mean, when you're really into your team plays in another state, like you're just kind of like, it's especially with the NFL rules, you know, like with the blackouts. And I mean, 4 years I lived in LA. They didn't have a team in LA at that point. That was when the Rams were still in St. Louis and Chargers. So like you just got whatever games that they gave you. And sometimes you'd be like, this is what you picked for me. I don't want to watch this. This is the toilet.
Yeah, Dallas runs the shit down here.
Okay, that makes sense.
If Dallas is on, that's pretty much all you're getting on your local channels. So
yeah, no, that makes sense. See, LA had it to where when I was there wasn't a local team because I know like San Diego would try, but they would like purposely just like they would do the game of the weeks or whatever with it. But you know, as a fan, I mean, I'm an Arizona Cardinals fan, so watching those, although there was a bar nearby where we lived that had the Sunday Ticket and would have the Cardinals game on the TV for me. Not that we were any good, but. Same thing with baseball though. When I was super into watching like baseball every single game or whatever, I would get was extra innings, and you have to. I mean, it's the only way you could watch the other. What I always love about that though is that you could watch it from you get it from the local channels. So if you're watching whatever the East Coast commercials or the Florida commercials or Seattle commercials, that was always fun.
One reason I loved when I was in Buffalo was I got the stations from New York. I can watch the Yankees games whenever I wanted, so it was nice. But down here, it's just a crapshoot. Plus, I don't watch Major League Baseball during the year anymore.
It's just not what it used to be for me anymore. But you know what I mean? I was talking with somebody. I think it was Anthony. Actually, we were joking around on Twitter last night, and I was saying how like I watch more documentaries about sports than actual sports anymore. Like I watched the Expos documentary on Netflix. I watched that yesterday. That was awesome.
I watch live sports all the time.
I get it. A lot of people do. It's not something that I watch a lot of anymore. No, I appreciate the people that do.
I had the World Series on last night, and then after that, I switched.
I did watch a little bit of Game 1
hockey.
of that.
That was pretty cool. I had a good night.
No, I mean, hey, if you're into it, you're into it. It's totally awesome. Like, it's just, as for me, as the older I've gotten, the less I've put my time into it. But hey, as we were talking about, that's what, I mean, honestly, that's what's like propelling up any of these networks anymore. And even some of the streamers that it's all about the live sports. I mean, that's the only thing that people watch live. There's not, it's not like appointment television.
Yeah, the NFL and NBA killing it.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, no. And I mean, I forget what one of the baseballs, it might have been Toronto and the Yankees. One of those series did way better than they expected with it and that kind of stuff too. And we saw that impacted wrestling last week with the ratings, with Dynamite being under 500 and NXT being under 6. Sports is big competition. And it's one of those things too. It's the only like appointment TV there is. Like, I mean, obviously when we grew up, like you would watch like whatever the hot shows were, whether it was like Seinfeld or Friends or Cheers or, whatever it is, everybody was in front of their TV at 8:00 their local time to watch that. And that's just, I mean, everything now is released all through streaming, and they put all the episodes out at once, and there's reviews of the full series that's out before I even realize the series is released.
I'm going to be interested to see what SmackDown did on Friday, because that was obviously the start of the World Series.
Right. And we talked about that. I don't think we talked about it when we were recording, but when we were hanging out after we recorded it about that, it was the exact same time. Like SmackDown was starting at the same time as first pitch. Like that.
Yeah,
the game.
They actually had something good happen.
The World Series or SmackDown? Yeah.
SmackDown, yeah.
No, we can get into it. I've got my recap up of it. And it's funny, SmackDown was here in the Phoenix area, although it's not really by, I live in downtown Phoenix, and it was like in downtown Tempe right by the college, because they were in the ASU hockey team's arena, which has the funniest name ever, the Mullet Arena. I just feel
Makes sense.
Yeah. No, anytime you think about it, I just think of like, the hairstyle, the mullet butt rock. Like it's good. It's a nice one.
I watched the review of the whole show and stuff, and one thing stands out. So I guess we'll get to that first.
I mean, do you want me to just go? I can just kind of go in order. I mean,
yeah, but there's one thing that's going to stand out here. So feel free.
Yeah. No, I get you.
It's mostly the typical WWE stuff lately. So.
Yeah, well, and I mean, they're building up to Saturday night's main event, which is only next Saturday? Is that when that is? Is that really?
Yeah, this coming Saturday.
Good Lord, man, time moves quick. Yeah. So, and they got to build to that. And I mean, Cody and Drew is a good match. It is a big match. I'm not exactly sure that's where they wanted to go because of what they would have done with Jacob within it, but it's cool. I always like to see Cody. I mean, Cody and Drew are great workers, so their segments are good. The match is going to be great, but I would be surprised if Drew wins. But
I wouldn't.
Hey, all right.
I wouldn't. Cody's so much better chasing. He's a boring champion. I'm sorry.
I get you.
It's just, I can't get into it. I can't. I love him as champion, like for a couple days.
I get it. See,
I like the chase a lot better.
I mean, I fully respect that. That is, that's definitely, and that's almost any baby face, really. You know what I mean? The baby face is in the chase. The money's always in the chase.
He is the last true baby face. 100%.
Yeah.
Baby face.
Oh, he's like the true. Oh yeah, he's like the truest baby face we've seen in the 21st century, because everybody between the Attitude Era and the anti-heroes and the edgy baby faces, no, he's a full-on baby face, and that's why doesn't surprise me that you feel that way about it, because it's exactly right. Any promoter will always tell you the money's in the chase. I mean, that's why when you look at just to make the easiest example in comparison, his father, how long before he won the belt, and then he lost it pretty quickly after the first time, it was all in those big things for him to get the big story to win the belt against Flair at Starrcade or whatever, and then look at how long he retained it. Now, I think with Cody, what they've kind of wanted to do with the last one and this one was solidify it so he can be a multiple-time world champion that's not just like a 30-day reign or whatever with it. But I just don't know if Drew's the guy to beat him from it.
He's been the guy. He's been the guy for so long, and they almost waited too long. Almost to the point where it's
you're right.
Too long.
And I think that's why I'm not sure if he's the guy anymore. You're right. No, because you're right. Because he's obviously a multiple-time champion. He's carried the company before. He's a fantastic worker. He's an amazing promo. He can be the face of the company. Yeah. No, I know. I'm saying, well, yeah. No, and just saying he's got the credentials and the credibility. But the reason I'm not thinking of it now, because it's
not too late yet.
Oh no, it's
close,
not.
It's got dude. He's perfect. He's a great. He works everything. He works social media great. He's checks all the boxes. Yeah, and I would love to go into WrestleMania with Cody chasing. That'd be awesome.
No, for sure. No, I get you. I'm just thinking. I was thinking more short term. Like, what does that do for the booking?
Saturday night's main event. So they're pulling out everything for these next 2 ones. They're gonna pull off. So watch. It might happen. I hope so.
Well, no, and you've got 3 big shows, not back to back, but pretty because November 1st is the Saturday night's main event, and then what is it? The 29th is that the one that's Survivor Series? Yeah, Survivor Series is the 29th of November, and then 2 weeks later, the 13th of December, is that John Cena's last match Saturday night's main event again. So they're cooking into those pretty well. Like those are 3 big shows all within 6 weeks of each other. So that's there's a lot to do. There's a lot to build into those. I heard also the intrigue with the feet that they've shown walking. I mean, you know what that is, right? You've seen.
I missed.
You haven't seen. So there's a couple. There's been some like vignettes going around of like feet walking. Yeah, it's Gunther.
I don't know what that is though.
It's Gunther. It's Gunther to be John Cena's last opponent. I'm almost sure. I'm sure it's Gunther because with his big feet and the way he walks, like that's Gunther walking in a suit. But I'm just not. Because there's 2 of them, and in the second one, if you listen to it. Like turn up the volume or put on headphones, you can hear the in the from Saturday's main event in the background, so you can hear it. You know what I mean? So like that's where I'm thinking it's Gunther to be seen as last opponent would make sense, but I don't know. I'm just I don't know.
I've heard every name in the world being tossed out at this point, so no, I don't.
Yeah, no, but Gunther was on the list pretty early, and Gunther would make a lot of sense. But I'm just to go back to Drew winning it though, which I'd be great to see and see where they go. But I'm just curious as to what the booking for Survivor Series is going to be because you got the War Games matches, but who's in the teams, and then who else is in the what are the title matches and stuff? Like that's the big ass show in a month, and
let them worry about that. That's their job, not ours.
That's a good point. No, that's good. Ooh, Mike Glass did drop some information though. Drew's going to be going to film the new Highlander movie soon. Drew was cast.
Okay, he's still going to be chatting.
I'm just okay. I'm just not sure if he's going to hold
now. It's now or never. That's
all right.
That's where I'm standing. It's now or it's never going to happen. So fuck it.
No, I'll give you that. I'm
getting frustrated with that.
I can tell. I like fire.
I want him to have a reign where actually people can see it. And we saw it during COVID, but there was no one, come on, give the guy a break.
Oh, yeah, no. And even when they had to lose it to win it back against Randy in the cage, it was again, just nobody got hit harder by COVID than Drew. Yeah, let's be real. Yeah, you're right. No. But it was a good segment. I'm excited for the match. And then we had, what was the next? The MFTs versus Phoenix and Shinsuke. I mean, okay. I mean, they're fun matches. I got no problem with them. It's just more to build up the MFTs. I feel like that's kind of where that is.
It's the Raw Smackdown formula.
Yeah. No, I get you.
They work it well though. I gotta give them credit. I mean,
yeah. So I assume the big thing is what happened at the end of the next match / segment of Kiana James and Tiffany Stratton, where Tiffany wins and then gets attacked by Julia and Kiana, and then is saved by Jade Cargill for a minute. And it was so obvious and it made so much sense. But yes, you and I were on this train forever ago with it. She just,
it's the only way she's going to work.
Yeah. She's just not a smiley baby face. Even in AEW, it was that way. You know what I mean? She's just not.
Yeah. What Cornette? She looks like a bitch. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
No, and that part of her booking in AEW worked really well. The problem was it was the same. What was her championship reign? 509 days, I think, because Monet just did 510, and it was so. The problem was it was the exact same for all 500 friggin' days. Like there was no evolution. They tried to a little bit here and there. There might have been some at the end, but it didn't really, but that's AEW. But I'm excited for it. I
was so happy.
I do think this means she wins the title and then Bianca comes back to challenge. Would that make sense?
This changes my theory. This changes everything I said. Because now it just makes everything makes more sense to me as the viewer. Because now I feel like I can see it. I can see direction finally. I like
Yeah. And what have we talked about with Jade? Like her issue sometimes with her work is so that as a heel, you don't have to do as much of that stuff. Like you can be more just be a power heel too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you get it.
You don't have to be scripted. You can just do what you want, basically.
Right. You just have an idea. And it can do very, very well for her. And that's the title that I'm almost for sure is going to change hands on Saturday. Like that. It has to. Like it just makes the most sense. It does. Like I'm excited about it. I think that's cool. I mean, we'll see where it goes with it. With
everything being so tight in the schedule, I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't change hands, but I'd like to see it change hands. But I can see where all these three events are compacted pretty close together, so they got some playroom here.
Okay, and if it doesn't change hands, it won't be just because of like a clean victory though. There would be something to continue it. Like bottom line is I think Jade eventually gets the title out of this, whether it's Saturday, Survivor Series, whatever. But I feel like also Tiffany's had the belt since January, so it's it's a good. And she's done
you might
great
see a
with
surprise appearance from my girl JC, so you never know.
Hey, yeah, we'll get into that. George by Elegance, the conductor of the JC Jane hype train, which I'm all about. I love it. Speaking of hype trains, how many times do they have to show the commercials for Braun Strowman's new show? Like, good Lord, I don't want to watch the big.
It's a great idea. He's a great cook.
It is. Dude. And for people that like those kind of shows, they're great. I've never been a big fan of watching people eat on TV. Like,
I got no problem watching somebody kill themselves. It's fine.
No, I just feel like the actual act of it in general.
I watched the Adam Richman Man versus Food when it first came out with Adam Richman. I remember he started off at like 200 pounds maybe max, and by the end of the series he was like 280. Had to the hospital and get. Jesus.
Adam Richman, fellow Tottenham Hotspur fan.
I said Adam Richman.
No, I know. I was saying Adam Richman, fellow Tottenham Hotspur fan. He's a fan of my soccer team. That's all. It was just playa. There's not as many of us around. There's got like him and Adele and Finn Balor.
But I'd watch that show. I watched the show.
I haven't yet. I just saw the commercial for the debut of it was. That's something I feel like I would just binge. I wouldn't watch week to week, but
the other one that should have one is I just lost his name in my head. Poor guy. Oh shit.
Describe him. Give me something.
Oh, he just got who the hell was it?
Cross?
No.
You got to give me something about him.
I know. I'm not being very. He did the poor guy gimmick.
Oh, Baron Corbin.
Yeah. Baron Corbin's a great cook.
You just got to give me one descriptor. I got it.
Yeah.
No,
I forgot.
But
totally
I mean,
blank.
I feel like he's doing pretty well. Bishop Dyer on the indie scene.
He's doing great. But he's an awesome cook.
Yeah. No, you're right. He does those type of shows online. Yeah. And I mean, it's also one of those things like whatever he does, it's not like he needs the money. He had an NFL career beforehand. He's doing very well for himself. So yeah, he would work on something like that though. You're right. The Ilya Dragunov Malachi Black match was next, which was hard hitting. I guess like they beat the shit out of each other.
Did you hear the promo? You hear a promo Ilya did?
The one backstage or the
one we got in the middle of the ring and he mentioned Sami Zayn's name and all you heard was one person going.
No, I did not catch that part. I missed that one.
Sami Zayn's name was mentioned by Ilya and there was a smattering of applause. When they do the ex-champion, they get a nice little ring. Nice ceremonial thing. They ain't got nothing.
I saw that he was cutting a promo, but I was making some food. I missed that part of it, but it was a good match. It was fun. They beat the crap out of each other. You know, I mean, obviously
that's what Ilya brings. You're not going to get a lot of.
Oh, right. Well, and honestly, that's a lot of what was the best of Aleister Black too in NXT. Like that was good. Yeah. And then this was obviously like right when I saw it was Black challenging. I'm like, well, this is where Priest's going to come back after after getting his face lit on fire with flash paper. Cause that feud clearly wasn't over. So I like it though. That was fun. I I'm happy to see Dragunov back. We haven't really talked about that yet, but I was, one of those things where he'd been a rumored name for months, so you knew it was coming, but I felt like it was one of those things where when he came back, there wasn't that huge of a pop for him, but by the middle to end of the match, everybody loved the guy again, because that's what he does. He doesn't look like the biggest star in the world, but he's so damn talented.
I liked him in NXT. On the main roster, I'm not there yet, but we'll get
I like him in this. Like, he's like king of the mid card. You know what I mean? Like, he'd never really be a challenger for the world titles in my book. But
here's the minor problem. Now you got Ilya coming back. You got guys in NXT ready to come up, and there's no room.
That's why the only problem with Ilya coming back for me was that was my prediction to introduce Trick to the main roster, was have Trick come up and beat Sammy. I don't know.
I don't know what they're going to do, man. They got
a
great problem. It's a great problem to have, but I wouldn't want to be doing it.
It is. There are worse issues to have. It's like a good sports team that's got, you got two good people in three different positions. It can be tough, but it was, I'm with you. I don't know what they're going to do with it. And then Zelina Vega being with Aleister Black. I keep wanting to call him Malachi for some reason, which is weird. I never want to call them their AEW names.
We got used to that though.
We did.
He was a solid character.
And I was just going to say that was another one of those classic AEW stories where it started off so well and was working. And then at one point just wasn't, or they went too far with it, like everything with it. And then, you had Jimmy Uso versus Drew McIntyre, which, I mean, I love seeing what's happening for Jay as a person. Like, but Jimmy's so good too. And this was a great match. I really enjoyed this match. I sat down at my dinner and watched every moment of this and enjoyed all of it personally.
Yeah, of the two, Jimmy's better in the ring. That's not much praise though, but he's better.
I don't know. For me, it's less about that. The connection's there with the audience. They get people up for it. It's the WWE style.
To be honest with you, it's the punches.
I get you. No,
and those punches they throw. Jesus.
It's like,
I can.
And The Rock did it too with that.
Standing in this room that I'm standing in that no one can see, I can hang a piece of string and practice punching. That's how you do it. Ric Flair made that up,
Yeah. No, I mean, I think, have you ever seen, there's a video from John Cena from way back when, where he's not one of the, one of those punching machines at the bar, and he goes back and he rears back and does it and throws a working punch and doesn't hit it at all, but it looks like he did. I'm with you. I understand. I can just get past some of a lot of that kind of stuff when I'm watching wrestling, because I'm wanting to enjoy it. I'm going in
that's the Steve Austin effect.
Yeah, exactly.
They're so over in your eyes, you can see.
Yeah, or just and they don't. Here's the thing too, those type of things, they're not as egregious in my eyes, because I can work through that. I can get past that. Where I have problems is the over cooperative stuff, where it's obviously cooperating too far. We don't need to be up there 12, 13, 15 seconds.
WWE does their fair share.
They do. Oh, they absolutely do. And that's where I get bothered by stuff. That's my what the fuck are you doing? But it's a good SmackDown. I enjoyed it. But yeah, the Jade turn was definitely the highlight, and has probably what I'm most looking forward to at Saturday night's main event so far, or for storyline wise. Although now you've got me thinking Drew might win, so I didn't think Drew had a chance.
The movie thing plays into it, but
it does.
But can work around that.
It's filming.
It can work around it.
Well, I don't know how I don't know how long, because certain movies, they're a longer filming process depending on the length and the how important the character is. Right. I know, because I know Cody for Street Fighter only had to do 5 weeks, but Roman had to do 8. But he was also in much more makeup and stuff, I believe. But so I just don't know. It's if he only has to be gone for the movie for 4 to 8 weeks, you can easily work around that. You can film some stuff. You can have Jacob Fatu come back and attack him or something, even though you don't have to, because you don't have to be actually working. It can just be a backstage thing or whatever.
So Jacob has dental issues.
Is that what it is? Okay, I just heard it was non-wrestling related. I was assuming it was
because that's why they had the vignette or the angle where he's in the back and all his teeth are on the ground. There's a bunch of blood and just teeth everywhere. That was a lot of tooth. If you ever been in a fight, there's never teeth everywhere. There's a couple tooths everywhere, but not teeth.
Right.
They had like 5, 6, 7, 8 teeth, Landon.
Not like somebody dropped a box of Tic Tacs. Yeah, no, it was over the top. I agree.
But I don't know what the injury could actually be that's that bad where that much time is off, though.
So I was assuming it was something like, I don't know, like he had to get his tonsils removed or his appendix out or like something medical where you're going to have a recovery time. And I didn't know it was dental. Okay. Yeah. So something where you're going to have a serious recovery time. I mean, if you have to have major oral surgery.
What's the worst that can happen? You got to get dentures put in?
Yeah. Full veneers.
That don't take 4 weeks.
I think the healing process does. Isn't that one of the things that Roman was out for?
Dude, my friend down here just got dentures put in 2 weeks ago.
Right, but do you want him working in the ring? Taking bumps?
He's fine. They're dentures. They stay there. They're not going anywhere unless you take them out.
Dentures. I'm talking like the implant ones, like the full-on veneers. I don't know.
We'll get Roman Reigns on this. And
we'll bring Roman on. Please. Open invitation, sir.
Just that's answer our questions and the recovery time for full veneers.
Yeah, or we can just get Heyman. We'll cover everybody's knowledge. No, but it was fun. I liked it. I enjoyed SmackDown for the most part. I mean, again, you're building towards that Saturday night's main event, so anything else you wanted to cover on that one? And get into NXT?
It's what they've been doing. Start off pretty hot, throw some mediocre stuff in the middle, and kind of warm. So it's all good.
I get you.
It keeps it going. It's fine. Don't bother me. I
mean, that's part of, I feel like one of those things too, that you see a lot of the people that do complain about stuff online. It's that they're complaining that it's literally not like the greatest show every single week. And it's like, they do 50 weeks a year? Like, I know they don't do like Christmas week anymore. Like, so there's going to be lull periods of it, but you're still moving the storylines along. It's not like stuff's super egregious.
It gets done. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll be interested tomorrow when those numbers pop.
You're right. Because they haven't been great so far for that, and the competition's huge. The World Series is going to hurt them.
Opening day of the opening day of the World Series.
That's going to hurt them, and it's also too like with basketball and hockey both back. Maybe not everybody cared for like the midweek game. But on a Friday, you might have a lot more people like the casual sports fans going to games, watching games, that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I think you'll be surprised how many people watch the opening day of the opening game of the World Series when that.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's one of those things that a lot of people, especially with the opening game, with all the pomp and circumstance at the beginning. Plus, it was in Toronto. Like that's kind of cool. Like, I watched the whole game, but I watched some of it.
I watched most of it, which is surprising because I was
right. I was going to say that. Yeah. So you just want to get into NXT?
Last night was NXT's Halloween Havoc, folks.
Halloween Havoc, and shout out to Vic Joseph because when they were up and it's spelled Prescott, but it's pronounced because it's someone's last name, Prescott, and he actually said, we're in Prescott Valley. I had to look up the arena. I knew nothing about it. Apparently, there's a AHL team or like whatever the minor leagues, the NHL is, they're Arizona Sun Dogs or something like that. That's where they play. It looks like an
AHL. You got it.
Yeah, I thought so. I was hopeful. I wasn't confident, but I felt good enough to try. Awesome. So it's their arena is what it is. I had no idea. I'd never heard of it, but what they do, I had it pulled up earlier. I don't think I have it up, but I'll pull it up again. Like, what did they do for that? Like, I think the place holds.
It was a good crowd.
Yeah, no, it was, and I thought I saw a lot of people in costumes and stuff. Actually, a couple of my friends went up and they were dressed in costumes, and they sent me a few different pictures of people like that were. It was funny. There was a couple dressed up. The guy was Bret Hart and the lady was Shawn Michaels. It's like, oh, well, I guess he's got all of his hate at goddamn Bill Goldberg now, so he can hang out with with Shawn Michaels. It was funny though. You
need a Goldberg dude there to complete the picture for themselves.
Right. That would be good. It looks like they had like 2,700 in there, which isn't bad. I think the place holds like 5,000. I think 4,930. So it's not a big place at all, but
they get around. Both the companies now get around everything by setting up for whatever number they set up for.
Right.
It's considered
for sure. And
cutting corners, but it gets done.
Yeah, well, and that's why when I went to the Raw and SmackDown that I went to this year, I was surprised because usually from the shows I used to go to or had been to, like there'll be the entire bottom bowl will be full, but like the seats in the upper level, like right above the hard cam, are usually where they don't put anybody because no one's going to see that. So to make it, and so I know a lot of times that's what they'll do. They'll see like certain parts of the upstairs open with it, but it was a good crowd. And I mean, respect to the people that went there because North Phoenix, like once you get out of the Phoenix area and get towards like Flagstaff and Prescott and stuff, there's not that many people that live there. Like in Flagstaff, you have the NAU, the college there, but I mean, it's Phoenix and Tucson are the two big cities, and Tucson is south of Phoenix. So it's surprising that they picked there. I mean, honestly.
Well, they had to go, didn't they have to go there because the other arenas were full?
That was Smackdown. They did that, Tempe, at the Tempe one because, I mean, I'm not sure where else they would have done that show. I don't know why they picked Prescott Valley. I mean, if they were wanting to do the Phoenix area, there's 3 or 4 places that would have been fine. I think they just picked it because they wanted to do something different. I'm not sure. I don't know. It was a good look. Most people that went there would have had to like get a hotel and stuff because there's not that many people that live in that area. But it was cool to see. I would have went if it was not something I would have needed to get a hotel for. I would have went, but I literally would have had to get a hotel room for Saturday night. So not my thing. But it was a fun show. I knew they were going to kick it off with La Parka and Mr. Iguana versus Evans and Slater. I mean, that was duh. You know what I mean? Like that one was strictly just to get the crowd hyped up. And it did its job. It was fun.
This is why Mr. Iguana will continue to be on NXT shows sporadically. Yes. He bums up. He screws up at least 1 or 2 moves every match, and he did the here as well.
Yeah, nope, you're right. No, exactly. It is. And that's the lucha style. Like, who was it? What's the guy that runs on the ropes? Is it Commander? I think it's Commander who like runs on the rope.
Octagon,
yeah. But but there's one person that I remember them saying it was his specialty.
That's Commander.
And he hits it like 60, 70% of the time. And I'm like, if it's your specialty, I mean, look, dude, this isn't baseball. We don't want you like batting 300 isn't good down here. we need you a little bit.
This is also the version of La Parka that I've never seen before, which is 6'9", 200 pounds.
I'll give him credit that he's got the dancing down, but it is so strange to see La Parka so tall. Like
so
La Parka
tall and so thin.
Not chubby. Yeah. The chairman always had a gut. Yeah, I don't know who this La Parka is. I don't. The lore of La Parka is one of those crazy things. It's fun to talk about and fun to, like, I've watched a few different videos of it, but I don't remember ever seeing a tall, skinny La Parka.
No, he's got it down though.
He does. Oh, he's got the moves. It was fun. And the match was exactly what it was supposed to be. Like, there were parts of it that were silly. It was, and that's Halloween Havoc in general. You're always going to lean into a little bit of the silliness with Halloween, with the people in the crowd dressed in costume.
After the match, I just put in my brain, this is why Mr. Iguana stays over here, pops in every now and again, and that's going to be it because
we probably won't see him.
Very good.
We'll probably see him on WWTV again. What is it? The 18th and the 25th. They said they're doing the 2 shows at the theater at Madison Square Garden. They're doing like the super shows or whatever. I forget what they're calling it, but it's
NXT.
Yeah, it's NXT.
Oh, that's that Gold Rush thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, that's what it's. Gold Rush. Yeah, because it's NXT, TNA, and AAA. They're all involved in it. So, and there's going to be titles from all 3 for 2 different shows.
You'll see them there.
Yeah, exactly. And you're right. That's exactly where he needs. That's right. When they first did the first AAA show, and after AAA, people were losing their minds over this Mr. Iguana stuff, and everyone. And you and I we were smart. Like, just pump the brakes. Like, he can make an appearance here or there on Raw. He's not getting. People were like, oh, he's going to be on Raw every week. Move it on. He's going to be the big star on Raw. Like, that was never going to happen, guys. Nope. Come on. That's just not where that was. Oh man. But
he's not that good in the ring wise. He's hilarious, but not that good.
Exactly.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. And for Lucha, it's a perfect. And for WWE, it's fine for NXT, which it was.
It works. Things started picking up after this. So
I was just gonna say I'm not quite as high on the JC as like you are with the JC Jane train, but I am fully all in on Ethan Page. I still don't think he needs to go up to the main roster or anything. I think he's perfect for this role. Like, he's just such a great worker. He's an awesome heel. Like, we've seen El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. before, and he's decent.
This match not like this though.
I was exactly. Thank you. You finished my sentence. I love you, George. That was perfect because that was it. Because it was like damn, that's the best this guy's looked. And you got to remember, like, all right, that's the opponent. And that, I mean, Ethan Page is just fantastic.
And he's an older dude, too.
Ethan Page? Yeah.
No, yeah, Dr. Wagner.
And like these types of matches have those kind of freaking kind of smoke and mirrors and put masks on things with it of people's skills within it. But I enjoyed all of this. I thought it was fun. But again, I've been all in on Ethan Page for a long time.
I was impressed with this match from the start. Good entrances, everybody looked good. They did everything. Everything looked safe to me, though Page got his head split open, but that's fine.
Right,
everything looked
good for the business,
pal. Like they worked together for years. It was just pretty seamless to me.
Yeah, no, and the stuff with the mask was great too. How they had it, where he pulled out.
I like Dr. Wagner hulking up. That was cool.
Yeah, I was just thinking. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. He Wagnered up. No, he got pissed. That was good. And like it was fun that he could like convey that without having the bottom half of his face shown. And I thought
how he was able to see through most of that match was pretty amazing. Because that mask kept going back in his face, and I'm like, how the hell is he seeing what he's doing?
And never mind that the bright lights aren't on. The match is like half in the dark. No, that was fun, and they went for a while. What was it? 18 minutes.
That was a black light match. That's
yeah. Because it was the Dia de los Muertos match, the Day of the Dead. It was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Ethan Page. He can work with anybody. And I feel like the North American Championship is pretty perfect for him because it's not the main title, but it's the one right under it. But he can act like it's the main title, and he can call himself the greatest North American alive.
Ethan Page goes nowhere, folks. Sorry. He stays here where he is. He teaches the kids what to do. Every match is crystal clear and perfectly laid out by him because he's calling all that stuff. Trust me.
Yeah, and then he becomes a producer afterwards. I think it's a great gig for the guy. And he's got at least one, I think maybe two young kids living in Orlando. Not the worst life. He's got himself set up pretty well. And you can tell it's one of the things you can see when people, and I hate to bag on AEW, but I will, where people come over from AEW and they're just able to work and not be in that crazy environment of children where, like, you could see like Ethan Page, Lexis King, like they're happier in what they're doing, which makes their work better. Speaking of Blake Monroe versus Zarya, with Sol Ruka in her corner because Zarya was
obvious.
What was that?
This was pretty obvious. What was coming here?
Well, it makes perfect sense. Well, they've been teasing the Zarya Sol Ruka breakup for a long time. I thought this was a good way to continue working with that storyline, even though Sol got hurt. You know what I mean? Because I think they were kind of doing that within. Like they were setting up for that. You know what I mean? They've been setting up for the breakup between the two of them.
Yeah, but they didn't really plant any seeds last night.
Well, it was just that she lost. I mean,
they weren't. Yeah, that's the only thing. She lost, but they didn't really plant any seeds or anything. I thought maybe Zarya would kick the crutch or something, or Sol would took the crutch over her.
I think that'll happen
because I think Sol's going to turn on Zarya.
That might have been where they were going with it. I'm not sure.
I think they're going to have Sol turn on Zarya when she gets ready, and she still has she's going to pull the old Kevin Nash move.
Yeah. Oh, in the wheelchair where she stands up. Yeah. I do love that.
I would rather see Sol as a heel to see if that's the NXT style anyway.
You said that all the time. Like even if somebody is a great babyface or a great heel, NXT is the place to learn. So you've got to. Oh, thank you, Julian, Ethan, and Wagner are both 33. Thank you. I didn't have to Google that. I appreciate that. But yeah, no, I think that would work. I think like had Sol not gotten hurt, I think that's where it was gonna go, where they were gonna tease Zarya turning, but have Sol do it. They might have Zarya do it now. I don't know how bad the injury is for Sol. Like if she just had to have her
knee injury. It's not good.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, knee injuries are
judging by that brace she was wearing.
Right? That did not look good. That did not look good. And you hate to see it.
And they got plans for Blake Monroe to carry this bitch for at least another year.
Right. And that makes so much sense. And she's ready to be a champion. And again, same kind of situation with Ethan Page in the sense where she doesn't need to be in the main event title mix yet. She can be in this one.
Plus you can see when she's in the ring, she needs work.
Right. Oh yeah. No, well, I mean, it's not only that she's not that old and hasn't been doing this that long, but she spent however much time she spent in AEW. And as we've talked about many a time, You got to unlearn the bad habits. And oh shit, did she learn?
Yeah, you can tell when she's in there. She's just it's still off. But
yeah, but it's getting
that's
better.
What we're here for. So,
but it's getting better, and you can see the work being put in. So I'm cool with it. But I was, like you said, you're absolutely right. This was 100% telegraphed, and you knew it was coming. But I liked it. It made sense. I'm glad to see. I'm excited to see the Glamour's title celebration either next week or the week after when she does that. That'll be fun. I also like the backstage segment with Jordan Grace and Kalani Jordan.
Just because weird.
Well, I like it because you nailed it. Like you just said it before. Like sometimes you got to start turning people. Like Kalani's turning herself. She's turning heel, and I like it. She needs to. Like she just signed.
I thought it was just weird that Jordan Grace looked like Thelma.
Well, yeah, it was just dressed up for Halloween. I saw that. I didn't actually watch the videos, but I saw that she posted a couple videos of her in the costume.
Looking for her glasses was hilarious.
Oh, I saw that was a video. I saw, but I didn't watch it.
That was funny.
Yeah, no, but that's a good feud for both of them. That makes sense. But I did like that segment because again, like we talk about it all the time. You gotta be able to do babyface, heel, comedy, and you gotta be able to do
that's pretty much. Yeah, we learned that with Trick and a couple others. Once you establish yourself as a babyface and you're established with the crowd, they'll turn you heel. Make sure you learn how to do that. Get all your basics of both roles down, and then whatever happens, happens.
Yep.
You control your own destiny at that point.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they make sure you are fully seasoned before you come up. That's why when people are like, "Oh, Obafemi's going to come up," I'm like, he might, but I think they're going to wait. I think they're going to. And like you said it earlier, where are they going to put these people? There's a lot of room.
There's no
but everybody
right
said that for Braun Breaker's last full year in NXT. Everybody was like, you're wasted and blah, blah, blah. And look at him now. They know what they're doing. It ain't broke. Don't fix it. Oh, I also like the Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights arguing in the back with Ava and setting them up to have a match because they used to be in the NQCC together. And I've been all in on Miles Bourne for a long, long time. I like that kid a lot.
I know it's never going to happen, but I really don't like Ava as commissioner or whatever she is.
I don't mind her. I don't, but
Dude,
I don't mind her.
If you're going to, okay. I know it's not going to happen. However, if you want to bring back Paige to the WWE, her as general manager of NXT is perfect.
I like that.
She doesn't have to wrestle. She can be herself as the commissioner. That's the world for Paige in the WWE.
I like that.
With
she could have like William Regal be her mentor. He's not there every week, but if you need to have it involved in some crazy storyline, she can like go talk to him or whatever.
So good like that because she can talk.
Oh, that's one of. I mean, since her injury, that's been her best skill. Like all of her time in AEW, like she got some really good promos at different points. Sometimes they were some bullshit about dumb, but she was great at it. No, she's fantastic on the mic, and she would be good in backstage segments. She also, because she's had a good career, she's got that like authority to it as well. I think that's the biggest problem with Ava. She's got no authority because she's like 20. I don't like her. I don't mind her. I also don't. She gets so much hate online. I'm just like, I kind of just stay away from it. I'm like,
I'm not going to go with hate. I just don't like her doing
I didn't say, I'm not mean you by any means. Some of the posts you see about her on Twitter, you're like, not surprised.
That's a little rough.
Right. Well, I'm like, I don't think, did she ever compare herself to The Rock? I feel like that was just everybody else was like, oh, she's The Rock's daughter. She's going to be great. And, maybe she could. But
well, that's what you get.
Yeah, I fully understand that too. I'm not sure that like, even if like this is what I'm not sure I'd want to break into like to the business if you were The Rock or Stone Cold's kid. Like,
no, if my dad was Stan Hansen. If my dad was Stan Hansen, I had to go into. I wouldn't want to do that. Screw that.
Right? Yeah. No.
Look at all the second generation talents that didn't do well.
And I mean, well, and to go back to Cody, it took him a long time to get good. You know what I mean? Like Cody.
But you go back in time. Go back in time and look at the wrestlers from kids that didn't do good. San Martino's son sucked.
Eric Watts,
Lawler, Watts.
What was it?
There's a bunch, dude.
What is it? Is it George Goulas, the Ultimate? Yeah, no, there's a million of them. Yeah,
there's a bunch.
You have so few that worked out. You've got like the Von Erich boys worked out. You know what I mean? Like, and like Mike Graham for a bit, but then there's not a lot of ones that worked out at points that were good, and the ones that were, no, like Cody's probably the best one of them, but it took him ever to get here.
You're probably looking at 90%, 95 to 90% non-success over to 5% success, I would think.
Which
sounds about right.
Which is kind of similar in some senses, because I mean, you see it sometimes with music and stuff or movies where you see Nepo babies sometimes they do well. There's a better success rate there, but yeah, pro wrestling's got a very low success rate of Nepo. And I mean, all the kids want to get in the business, but
yeah, because it takes personality.
Yeah, it does. And sometimes and if your father or mother was good at this and made a lot of money, as we've seen with some people that, grew up rich kids, they might not actually have any personality.
It depends.
Yeah, no, but, that's a good point. So we got, Blake Monroe winning, which I liked. The big surprise for me was JC Jane. I didn't think Tatum Paxley was winning this match in any way, shape, or form, because she did the ultimate jinx on Tuesday where she picked up the title belt she didn't have yet. I always feel like when you do that, that's like the ultimate jinx, but good for her. I like the match. I thought it was fun. Obviously Izzy Dane's going to turn on her any minute. Like, that's pretty clear, but it was fun. Good for Tatum. Yeah. She's put in a lot of work.
I had heard rumors that JC Jane was getting called up.
Oh,
and those rumors started with me.
Oh, I was like, George got sources? Holy shit.
I think that's why they did it. I think she's getting called up. I really do.
I mean,
this is me. I have no insight. I have no insight.
No. Here's the thing. I could see them calling.
I think she's ready to get called up. SmackDown needs some other women's talent, or Raw, even for that matter. It just depends where they want to put her.
And what if they called up?
Jade's going to need opponents. People are going to need people to work with, and she can work her ass off.
And what if and Fallon's pretty good too. Like, you could bring them up together if you wanted to. I know they used to have Jasmine Nix and the other girl in there. Well, because if you're going to bring up JC, you're kind of killing that group unless you have more work for Fallon to do. I'm just thinking like the women's tag division always needs more.
No, don't bring her up in a tag. No way. Nope. With that kind, I wouldn't do that. Have somebody else take over Fatal Influence. That's fine. The group can still roll.
The only one that can do it at this point is Fallon, because Jasmine Nix left the company.
That's fine.
So I can see it. I just don't know if they have much left to do for her, because Fallon Henley, she's been good for a while. I mean, she was Tiffany Stratton's last opponent in NXT before Tiffany went up. So
I don't want to see JC Jane get wasted in a tag team. No way. She's a single star. Roll with it.
She's been in a tag team or a group her entire career.
No, I get you. She's a women's champ. She's not the tag team champ.
She leads the faction. She leads a group that's helped her win.
Yeah, that's fine.
I get it.
I don't want her in tag team competition. I want her in singles competition. She can have a group. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I don't see that group going up, though. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't say the group. It would just be Fallon, because I don't even know who the other girl they put in with them is, because they had to.
Oh,
there was like
that
quick replace. Yeah, they
mentioned it.
Yeah, I'm just shit with names, but I mean, it'll be interesting to see what they do with it, because
Taylor Dane or something like that.
No, Izzy Dane's the girl that was with.
No, the girl.
I don't know. No, because it was Jasmine Nix, and then she left the company.
I told you her name the other day, and you forgot her.
I'm shit with names. I'm not good at names. George is feisty, man. Damn, I like it. No, you're feisty.
It's a good day for me. Thanks.
No, I like it. Stay feisty, man. I appreciate it. It's good. Hey. We could have what it's good is it gives you interesting things to watch, because like if JC's not on
Laney Reed.
Why is there another Laney? Too many Laneys in JC. God damn it. Okay, Laney Reed, and that's why I forgot it, because I thought Laney. I would have thought of the Laney Lane. Ugh. No, it'll be interesting to see what they do with NXT on Tuesday. I mean, shit, who knows? Maybe if JC Jane could be on Raw tomorrow, but I think you're right that if you're going to bring her up, SmackDown's kind of where there's the new blood needed a little bit more.
I could be totally wrong, and she'll show up on NXT.
She could, but I also agree with you to the point where she's got her seasoning. Like, she doesn't need, like, she's ready to go in that point. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they go with it. I mean, we're also got the Royal Rumble coming up, like, not that far away. That you're gonna need more people for, so it'd be very.
So just remember, the conductor of the train is me,
George, 100%. I'm on the train with you. I love it.
Yeah, you're there.
I'm there. No, I've been there with it, but no, you are the conductor for sure. You need to make an AI video of that.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. When I first started when I first started watching this with you, and you had me start watching, I thought she looked okay in the ring. And then as we started watching, I started progressing more with her. I realized that she really knows how to work as a heel in the ring. Facially, how to take bumps, how to work the referee, how to work the outside interference, all that stuff. She's got down pretty good.
Yeah, and she has no issue being the butt of the joke as the heel either. Like, even if it's not like she got beat up, but like somebody gets one over on her, and the way she gets mad about it. No, she's great. She's a great heel.
Did you see before she got pinned? Did you see her look back at the referee, hoping he was coming to the ring?
No,
because Tatum Paxley pins her, and the referee had got knocked out of the ring already. So Tatum pins her, and it should have been a 1 count. And you see JC Jane look up behind her to see where the referee was coming, because she was smart enough to know that if he wasn't coming, she had to kick out of that.
Huh. No,
not kick. Yeah, kick out, then do it again, because the referee wasn't counting yet. He was late getting in the ring.
Right. Okay. No, see, there's certain things like that too. Those are your intangibles. Like, you could be you could have as much technical prowess as you want, but if you can't work on the fly or know what you need, those small things. That goes a long way.
She had her eyes closed during the count, or when the count should have started, and then she opened her eyes and wondered why the count hadn't started. So she was smart.
Where are you?
Let's go back and watch.
No, I will.
The ending.
I will. That's good. No, that's interesting. I didn't catch that, but that's cool. And that's the kind of talent where you're saying she's fully seasoned, but she's got enough. Like, she's ready. She'll be successful at whatever she does for sure.
Very smart.
Yeah,
very smart.
So then we had the match at the Hardy Boys match, which I was talking to Chris, I was talking to Chris Connor about this on X, and he was like, "Why was this not at the Hardy compound?" And I go, "I don't know." And this should have been, especially for Halloween.
I'm done with this, dude. I'm done.
I
love the Hardy Boys. I really love the Hardys. I do. I don't want to see anymore. How many times did you cringe yesterday? Turn your head and go, "Oh shit, Jeff's dead."
No, more than I wanted to, and that would have been one is more than I wanted to, but there were multiple, and I want to like Dark State, I just don't, and that's on me.
They're too green.
Yeah, and I mean, I get the idea of the strength in numbers, but I just don't. I don't know, them as tag champs is just kind of like,
It was 4-on-2 too. It was weird rules. Some weird rule. 4-on-2, everything goes. Very odd.
Well, no, it was 2-on-2, but for some reason the other two were letting, because the whole point of
the other two were, so it was 4-on-2.
Bro, because they were just there. Yeah, because it was a tornado tag outside. Yeah, no. And when it was
the Hardys had to put the first two guys in through tables and stabilize them before they can get in the ring with the other two. That was kind of weird.
Yeah, no, and it was a good way for the Hardys to drop the belts, and like also too, when the Hardys were walking out at one, like when they're walking to the ring, Vic Joseph said, "And this is just for the NXT titles," and it's like, oh, well, they're losing them then. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Which is fine. That. I just don't.
I only have one request. I want it when the Hardys get inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. I would like to see them walk up to get their presentation, not wheelchair up.
Yes.
I'm being totally serious. I'm not joking.
Like, if hopefully Jeff can still like move his arms and do his little dance. No, I'm with you.
Because Matt can't move. You see him walking.
Oh God. Yeah. No, he was always the stiffer one in the set. And I don't mean like stiff in the ring. I mean like stiff, like he walks stiff.
That swanton that Jeff did on that dude, he landed 100% on that guy's sternum.
I mean, that's what Jeff's been doing for years too. Yeah. No, you're right. There's if you take a swanton from Jeff, you take a swanton from Jeff. The only thing I really liked about this match was that, Dark State were trying to beat them up afterwards, and Leon Slater and Javon Evans came out, because that makes sense to have them challenge Dark State for a tag title match. Because I mean, obviously
that got screwed up too somehow. That looked really weird.
I mean, obviously it was a little off. There was timing issues, I think, but obviously WWE has the eyes hardcore on Leon Slater. I know he's with TNA for another 2 years, I think, whatever it is, but they don't care.
I guarantee they like that bigger dude from Dark State. I don't know.
I don't know any of their names. There's so many names.
The biggest dude on the team.
Yes,
looks
I know
really
who you
good.
mean. No, 100%.
He's got to get, they got to get some work. They'll do it. They always do.
And that's where, and I mean, that's kind of where this actually can work for them. You know, if they have the tag belts, they've got to be on the show. They've got to get in the work. And NXT does do house shows. They don't do
exactly.
Weekend,
after doing house shows, they got to defend the title.
Yeah, exactly. 100%, my friend. That is 100% where it's at. Yeah, because that's, and you got to get the work. That's just all where it is. You gotta get the work in. And then, I was like, was there anything else before the title match?
Just
the stuff after the match. Yeah. No, we covered all the backstage stuff I wanted to cover for it. I mean, Ricky Sainz versus Trick Williams. This was what I thought this was going to be, where Ricky had to go over and win a big clean match over Trick to solidify his title reign. I'm not sure what's left for Trick to do in NXT. If he's on NXT on Tuesday or then Tuesday after that, I will be surprised, unless maybe he's going to like challenge for a AAA title at the Gold Rush show. I don't know, but I mean, Trick's
ripped roared and ready to go for the guy,
right? Like he's done it. Yeah, what else? Yeah. He's, I don't see any flaws in the game. He's done heel. He's done babyface. He's worked with crowds that, try to throw him off. He's quick and
the only thing I could maybe see is the fact that this match wasn't good. And maybe he's got to get some more work in with people he's not familiar with or doesn't work well in the ring with to get that shit done. I don't know. Because this match wasn't good. Besides the opening match, this was my second worst match of the night.
I don't know if I'd say it, but it wasn't great.
I will.
I didn't mind it.
It wasn't good. It was a bad match. They didn't gel at all in the ring. It was very slow. They looked very uncomfortable together. They didn't look well together. That's all.
I understand.
And that's maybe the only thing Trick has to work on. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
No, and just like we were talking about with JC and other situations, it'll be interesting to see. I also too, I don't know who's on the adverts for, cause they also announced with the Madison Square Garden shows, but also the next, PLE for, was it Deadline? NXT Deadline?
So,
yeah. Which is always, I think it's Saturday, December 6th. Yeah, it's the weekend in between Survivor Series and,
of course it is.
Right?
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
Exactly, right? When I realized that I'm mother. Yeah, well, of course it is. Happy holidays. But, so I don't know if anybody's going to be a part of that, but I also feel like Deadline's kind of, because they have the Iron Survivor match, it's kind of that time to let the younger guys, I mean, NXT, they're all younger, but the newer guys kind of shine and go forward.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But it's also, I don't know.
But this match in general,
I get you. I understand.
It just didn't look polished. That's all.
No, I get you.
Like you could tell they were very awkward together.
There was some points of, there was definitely a couple of points of just pure awkwardness. And I don't know if maybe they didn't get enough time to plan it out or plot out. There were some parts of it that was definitely entertaining. They got the crowd up, but there was definitely some rough bits for sure. But
yeah, because Ricky got cut over the eye, and that's not.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It.
I forgot about that. He did. Yeah, he did. And nobody ever wants that. It was a fun show though. Like overall, I thought the show. I mean, here's the thing. I love Booker T, but as an announcer, sometimes he drives me insane. Right? Like you don't need to just repeat
too much.
Dia de los Muertos. Like I get it. He repeats himself too much, and as my wife will tell you, one of my biggest pet peeves when people just repeat things to me multiple times. Like I got it. I hurt, and like he does that all the time.
Give me a once or twice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like him, but I think he's at like 11 or 12. I want him at like a 7 or an 8. Mostly, he can maybe get up.
When he does repeat himself, it's extra volume with it too. Like the volume goes up and the numbers multiply. It's amazing. Something.
True. No, you got a valid point.
He did something. Oh, he was talking with Trick about Trick with yesterday's show, and he kept, yeah. So I'm like, wow,
yeah. No, and like I said, I love the guy, but he's still a little bit too much. Sometimes I'm like, Jesus, just more power to Vic Joseph. I don't know how he just handles it and runs through. No, I feel like it's one of those things where I know Corey Graves is usually on the main roster, but I feel like Corey Graves would be perfect next to Vic for that role. But what do I know? But it was a fun show. I'd say probably a B minus overall is where I'd put it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I had it almost an A minus, and I took it down the last match to a B minus.
I get you, and I get you. But I mean, I told you this offline. Like, we've been watching AEW more, and like I've been watching the pay-per-view so we can talk about it, but stuff. And when this is the second NXT PLE where like the main event starts, and I'm like, oh shit, it's already over. Nice. Like, I'm not gonna.
They started early.
Yeah, and it wasn't that long
Way
of a
early.
show. It was only 2 hours and 50 minutes, I think, because I didn't actually get to catch the first two matches live because my cousin was in town from New Jersey, so we went out to dinner with her. Came home and I watched the last, was it 4 matches live?
That's how they should be, 3 hours match.
Yeah, and when I came back and when I turned it back on like 2 hours later to watch it gives you the whole time of the show. It was 2 hours, I think 48 minutes, something like that. But yeah, 3 hours, maybe 3.5 sometimes, and then for your big show, 4. I'm with you.
3.
Yeah.
Except if it's WrestleMania or something.
Right. Yeah, like WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Rumble. Yeah, I can give you with those. But yeah, no, it was fun though. I enjoyed it.
Me too.
Yeah.
So here's an off-topic question for you.
Yeah, oh, nice. Love off-topic questions.
If you had to go back, now this does not include licensing of music and such. Who was your favorite wrestler's theme song?
Oof.
Doesn't matter if it's licensed or not.
No. Yeah. No.
You can use ECW if you wanted.
See, when I watched ECW,
weren't expecting that one.
No, and I gotta do some thinking on that one. Well, my problem with ECW was I always had to watch it with the Spanish commentary, so they were always talking over it.
Yeah, but the music was there, so you didn't have to worry about that.
No, well, I mean, so there's the difference in like, for like, there's a clear distinction with licensing and not in my mind. And so like, if you're gonna go license music, like I was always a big fan of.
I'm not going license.
I'm just explaining my mindset. Like, because I'm a big fan of Living Color and Cult of Personality before it was punk song. But so and like, man, no, that's a difficult question because there's really nothing from like I'm trying to think if there's any like Jim Johnston songs that like really will settle it off. Because at this point, I'll probably say Cult of Personality.
I named my first 2 right off the bat. Non-licensed Enter Sandman.
Okay.
And then licensed, you gotta go Undertaker. So
well, and so here's the thing, and that was the reason why I was kind of hesitating because when I was going to go for this, my deep cut on this is it's Undertaker, and it's his character at the time was terrible. Like the Ministry of Darkness was kind of shitty, but that version of the song with like the driving guitar riff through it, it's the same song it was with the Funeral March, but then it also has this amazing guitar in it. I love that theme so much. And then honestly, though, what I really have to go with, my honest answer, and I was trying to come up with something better, but I loved it so much because I was a punk kid. D-Generation X. I fucking love Break It Down. I really do. I always did. It was, and like I'm a big Rage Against the Machine guy, and that was what they were imitating. But Jim Johnson's work, you can't go wrong with most of it. And then for cheesy, you got to love anything that Jimmy Hart did, where he was writing he's just a common man. Like that was always good. Or Shawn Michaels theme.
Yeah, I just like the way ECW did Enter Sandman. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I saw ECW much later in my time where I could see it actually because when out here I didn't catch it live back in the late mid to late 90s. But yeah, Enter Sandman. Well, and then what was it? Rob Van Dam had Pantera with Walk.
Yeah.
Smack. That was good. Stuff. I forgot. Yeah, that was really good. That one was good.
That's where Heyman didn't give a shit.
Oh yeah, no, and why would he? Okay.
But they all didn't. Yeah. Cornette didn't give a crap in Smoky Mountain. They all did what they did.
Right. Well, at least with Cornette, it was only like a local TV area. Like Heyman was like, "You want me to have TV? They'll do a deal. Do it out in Arizona."
If you're gonna look at ECW, you're kind of looking at the same audience.
Yeah,
I mean,
and you had to like especially too back then. It wasn't like it was gonna go viral and people were gonna know. Like if you get caught, all right, stop us.
Yeah. This is before Napster sent a letter to my house telling me to stop downloading Metallica. That happened. I got a letter in the mail.
Lars sent you a letter? You got a Lars letter?
The Federal Bureau of
No,
Investigation sent a letter to my house.
When I worked at a record store, during the Napster thing and when that all happened, and we heard about those letters, and we jokingly called them Lars letters. It was always Lars Ulrich.
I couldn't believe I actually got one.
That's hilarious. No, so I mean, Napster was a thing, and then Napster went away, and LimeWire was the one that you would use to kill your mom's computer. Sorry, I destroyed the family computer to get a terrible version of, I don't know, Tool.
Yeah. However, for the young people in the audience, when Napster was available, you would use your 14.4 monitor or modem, and hopefully no one called your house or answered the phone,
right?
Because that would disconnect your connection to the internet.
Yeah.
And each song would take approximately 45 minutes.
I remember
to an hour.
So what I can clearly remember, like, that I was busting my ass to convince my mom to get a dedicated second landline for the internet in the house so that shit wouldn't happen. And I was playing it on like schoolwork or whatever I could do it. Cause I was a music nut. So, and I always liked I wasn't so much trying to get like the album songs that you could buy. I was always looking for like, okay, so also the kids don't know this either, but back when people like bought physical music, there was different regions. So like there were CDs that were like Japanese import versions or UK import versions that would be, if the album in America was 14 songs, it would be those 14 songs plus 1 or 2. So I was always trying to get those additional songs and like complete my collections of bands that I loved. And they also did like singles with different versions or live
that's
versions.
what I was going to tell you. The single live version from Budokan would always be up there.
Yes. Yep. Or like, record, like an acoustic version of a song that's like, an alternative rock song. You're like, I didn't know they made an acoustic version of this. Yeah. Those were fun back in the day. I love that.
Yeah, good stuff.
But I mean, obviously, like I said, I worked in a record store for years, and then I tried to make it in the music industry at one point. So, yeah, if I wasn't doing a wrestling podcast, I'd be doing a music one. But I don't know enough about
records for years.
Yeah, well, it's the a professional connoisseur. Now, it was one of those things where the local record store near me, and it was like a new and used record shop, so it wasn't like the Warehouse or Best Buy or something. I happened to be able to get in there and work there for like almost 4 years, I think. Yeah, pretty much through college. But it was fun.
There was a reason why I asked that question.
All right, yeah.
I was kind of going to introduce my match of the week.
Yeah, I forgot. Let me get my
kind of see where I was going in a minute, probably.
Which one? Yeah.
February 2nd, 1986.
86. Whew.
The Rock and Roll Express versus the Midnight Express.
Ooh. All right. It's like one of our first, like, we haven't done a lot of like the old.
Never done a tag team yet.
Yeah, and I was thinking, like full on NWA. Hell yeah, awesome. Is it a specific show or is it just like an amazing match? Because all of their matches were great, but is it something that was like
February 2nd, 1986?
Yeah, like I don't know what their February big shows would have been. From like Greensboro or what's the other ones?
I was toying with that one or the Great American Bash against the Fantastics or another one but they're all in that same time frame.
Yeah, no, and that's what tag team wrestling should be. They'll show you what a hot tag actually is.
There was a reason I asked the question about the music because that was kind of where I was going.
Well, all right, so because like with the Midnight Express, how they had to like change their music or whatever. Or what you got?
No, when I saw my match, I just kind of just remembered the music from both the groups.
Yeah,
that was it.
Well, and so that'll be something too where like I'll try to find the match from like somebody's tape feed or whatever on YouTube or Daily Motion, because if you go to the WWE version, it'll be stock music put in. Like there's nothing worse than that when they played whatever song it was, but they couldn't get the rights to it. It's like
this is where I think I looked and I think there's I don't think the one I looked at was WWE Infused.
Yeah, no. If you can avoid those, because you have to try to, because like you can't got the rights to it, or like I would do it where, like with Vince, where you would have like your first time you could come out to the licensed song, but no longer after. Like was it Eric Bischoff came out to Black and Black once, and then they changed it to their shitty.
Right.
Yeah. People forget that actually happened. If you didn't watch it live, you wouldn't know. Oh man, no, and for me, entrance music is always so goddamn important because it's got to have that moment where you can connect and actually, like you can see it when, example again, CM Punk, when you hear that and his music hits, the crowd explodes, or John Cena's music or Cody's music now. Like, it's important. You've got to be able to, can't just have some generic crap. And that's why I think people hate Def Rebel, because they make a lot of generic crap.
Yeah. Everything you're going to find on YouTube is the original stuff.
Nice.
I think.
Perfect. And if not, go to Daily Motion. Daily Motion will have it. They don't have as many rules as YouTube does.
Yeah,
or whatever.
This is fine. Yeah, you're going to find it. NWA stuff is right under NWA stuff, so you're good.
Hell yeah.
I'm in. Now.
Nope, I wrote that
19
down.
minutes and 21 seconds or so, give or take.
That sounds about right. 20-minute match. That's awesome. And I mean, also I'm automatically in because it has a manager involved, and I love managers in matches, and Cornette was one of, if not the best at it, especially with the weapons. So that's fun. And that storyline they would do with the Rock and Roll were great. Those matches.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Rock and Roll Express matches, fantastics, Arn and Tully matches. I had to really dig down to find the one I wanted.
Well, I mean,
no, there's a bunch.
To have. Oh, absolutely.
Like if you look at like maybe just Google Midnight Express greatest matches, you're going to see because I mean, like, go.
Well, because all of that's the Crockett stuff, and Crockett was built like for them they would have tag team wrestling be as important or just on the same level as the singles titles. Like, it was. Some of the main events would be Ric Flair for the world title, and some would be whomever for the world tag titles, because people love that shit, especially once you got the Rock and Roll involved. And again, with the music and the pop, when their music hit, it's a loud pop. It's a much higher pitched pop than we normally are used to, but it's there. They love it. I mean, and again, it's all about making a connection with the audience, like that's like, and it's not even, and like watching the Rock and Roll is so much fun too, because like most of what they do, and even the Midnight Express, it's simple stuff, but it gets a pop. It makes the connection. They don't have to do a Tope Suicida and a, Tiger Driver 94 and a Con Hilo, whatever. They just do a double drop kick and gets the crowd up.
Fortunately, those things weren't around, so we didn't have to worry about that shit.
Well, I mean, they were probably
the biggest move was Bobby Eaton jumping off the rope.
The Alabama Jam.
That was it.
Yeah, right. Or what was the other thing they did? The I forget what they called it.
Machine.
The Vegemite or the Vegemite. Or the Vegomatic.
Vegomatic.
The other one, the Vegomatic was the one. I always loved that stuff. Now most of that
it's
stuff
amazing. It's amazing how much Cornette hated being a babyface manager.
Oh well, I mean, he talks about it now. It's not something that really. It's hard to do, because if you're trying to be, especially back then where people were believing it and you had to be it's hard to be virtuous. Like, what are you doing as a manager? Like, unless there's another manager to foil, like he's cheating, so I'm going to go stop him. Otherwise, like, you're cheering up the crowd, you're just being cheesy. Like,
yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't really work.
And Cornette was great with the subtle, small things where sometimes he would like try to grab the guy's foot, but miss. And then they look at each other and he didn't actually do anything, but that kind of the small things that build up. I love it. No, that'll be fun. We'll watch that. And then, just a little bit of show notes. We're recording another episode tomorrow that we're very excited about, that I will get out sometime tomorrow evening, probably. So look out for that. Another awesome conversation that we've been working on, that if you guys like the interview that we did with Howard Baum, you will enjoy this one too. I'm very excited for that tomorrow. And then now we've got a classic match to review. We'll do that. And 8:45 p.m. Eastern this Thursday for another Dynamite review. These are getting a little tough. Hopefully moving out, though, those will be better this week, because the last two was the go home show and the post pay-per-view show. And we know those are the two worst shows they do every month. So
yeah, for those Thursday shows, they're 8:45 p.m. start. They're an hour to an hour and 10 minutes tops. So just pop in. If you don't want to stick around, just pop in, hit the like, say hi to us. We'll say hi back. Support the channel. That's all we're asking. We're trying to get to 10 likes this week. We got to 7 last week. We're slowly moving up. So that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. And more
Pop in for at least a couple minutes, 10 minutes maybe if you want. Feel free. ask a question, something.
Yeah, come in, hang out. We're having fun. We're getting more unique viewers every week, so share it with a friend or two. I'm trying to clip them into smaller bits so we can like use those as so like as a way to, hey, if you want to check us out, check these out. But man, that shit takes time.
Yeah, you don't gotta stop. I mean, I understand personally. You don't gotta stick around for the whole hour and 15,
absolutely,
hour 10, whatever it is. Just 10 minutes is all we're asking. See if you like it for 10 minutes, and then.
Yeah, and that's why I'm trying to put out the clips too, because I know when we post the replay, if somebody sees an hour and 12-minute video, that can be a little daunting. But a 14-minute video,
most of our subscribers stick around for the whole show.
This is true. No, that's what I tell people. That's why I'm big on sharing, because the people who like and watch our stuff watch it all the way through and enjoy it. We just got to get more people over here with it. Obviously, we're doing something that's working for the people that like it and enjoy it. So, no, our retention rate is good. We just got to get more eyes on the product, which is what we're doing.
I thought of something I was going to tell you tomorrow, but I might as well just tell you now.
Hell yeah, sure.
I think as well as showing our program on X, we also should now turn to Facebook as well, and telling people on Facebook to turn in over here too.
All right.
I realize that Facebook has become I'm not on Facebook. I'm not very rarely on Facebook.
Yeah, I have it.
But after looking at numbers of people that are on Facebook, I think that's a good idea.
Well, it's funny. I created an Instagram, but I haven't actually posted anything to it for the channel. I can create a Facebook off that.
Facebook numbers are bigger than Instagram's numbers, which is interesting to me.
Yeah, but they tie together. So
very interesting.
Yeah.
So,
nope.
I'm going to start that probably tomorrow.
Do it. Yeah. All that. Every little bit helps the algorithm.
Like I said, I don't do Facebook, but it's a unique area that can get shared more than it does here on X.
Yeah. No, I get you. Yeah, I'm with you. I only really use Facebook as like a digital photo album for pictures of like my, concerts, family, cats, whatever with it. So yeah, I
would make yourself a new one with AltJake.
No, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm saying. I did that with Instagram, so I can tie those together. Because they're owned by the same company.
I'm going full in, so
yeah. No, all right, I'll do that.
It seems like that's the best.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, that's a good call. I'm in for it. All right, cool. Well, shit, we will rock that.
Sorry to do that.
No, that's good. No, hey. I am all for it. One of the things I like is, hey, we're open and honest about what we're doing. But people get a little bit behind the scenes. Maybe they'll enjoy it. That's fun. We're just a couple of guys trying to figure this out as we go. So we're having fun.
We got like we said, we got a big interview coming up tomorrow. We might release it tomorrow. Might release it Tuesday. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it'll depend on how.
There's no hurry on
it.
There's no hurry.
Right. No, it'll depend on how long it takes to get it and finalize the stuff. But my wife's out of town starting tomorrow morning for 3 or 4 days for work, so I got nothing else to do. But I'll edit it while I'm watching Raw. Sweet. Anything else you wanted to talk about or cover before we get the heck out of here?
No, I think we're still in the 300s on subscriptions, so if you can tell people to pop in, help us out. Subscriptions cost nothing,
and $0. They're free and always will be. We promise. It's not something that's gonna.
It's YouTube. It's not us.
Right? Yeah, and it's yeah, it's not just going to randomly charge you. I promise. Like just put us in your subscription file. You don't have to watch every video if you don't want to. It's fine, but every subscription helps so much you wouldn't believe it. So we appreciate all of you.
This is where Facebook comes in.
Yeah, no, you're right. The more eyes we can get on it, the better it helps the algorithm. We know that's what it's all about. So no, I'm all for it because we are enjoying every moment of this and we want to continue to do it and do it for more folks. So, thanks everybody for listening. We will catch
the Thursday night lineup. Is SC Maniacs at 7, AltJake takes on at 8:45, and then at 11 Eastern it's This Is Awful. So that's your Thursday night viewing extravaganza.
Right, just put the YouTube app on your TV, and you've got literally from 7 o'clock Eastern to the rest of your evening covered. But
they're all different shows,
right?
They're all different.
Yeah, everybody's got their own styles with it, but everybody's enjoyable, fun. They make you laugh. So awesome. Well, we will catch everybody next time with our on live on YouTube at 8:45 p.m. Eastern this Thursday, and right back here on X Spaces Sunday at 8:05 p.m. Eastern. Peace, everybody.